Hey there everybody, today I'm going to share with you 5 things I think you should never ever say to an autistic parent or caregiver. Before I do, I just want to say welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for watching. I created this space as a place we can come together, share resources and experience as parents, and improve the lives of families living with autism. By far, the number one thing I hate when people say to me about my son, and I highly recommend you do not say this to anybody that lives or takes care of an autistic person, is he does not look autistic. I often want to respond to that as, you don't look as ignorant as you are. It is so rude to say that. You cannot see autism all the time, and even if you could, you don't look at somebody and say, they don't look Downs or they don't look autistic. It's rude and it's ignorant. You don't know enough about autism to even be making a comment. So please, it's not a compliment to tell me my son does not look autistic, and I know many, many other mothers feel that way. Don't worry, he'll talk when he's ready. For a person who is taking care of a child who is nonverbal or only kind of verbal, hearing that is incredibly frustrating. Whether the child has been diagnosed yet with autism or they just have a speech delay, the parent is probably running around taking them to therapies and social groups trying to get them talking, and they are incredibly worried. So don't tell them not to worry, they'll talk when they're ready, because you don't know if they'll ever talk or you don't know when they'll talk. Tell them they're doing a good job. Tell them that they're giving their child the support that they need to reach their truest potential. But don't tell them don't worry, they'll talk when they're ready. He just needs discipline. I cannot tell you how many times I heard that when Shane was going through his stage of hitting and, aggressiveness and biting. It was terrible. People were saying that to me all the time. What was most annoying was that I was a very good disciplinarian. I was that mom who was right beside my son making sure he was doing right and correcting his behavior when all the other moms at the birthday party were sitting on their butt chit-chatting. So it was frustrating. And you don't know what a person's child needs, especially if they have autism or other special needs. It's not just about discipline. There's a reason why that child is biting or hitting. So please, don't tell anybody, they just need discipline. You don't know what that child needs, obviously. Otherwise, you wouldn't make comments like that. The next thing you should never say to an autism parent is, he does really well for an autistic child. Or, he does well considering his situation. An autism parent is probably almost killing themselves, ensuring that their child is reaching their truest potential. And wherever they may be, you need to rate them based on who they are as an individual and not based on their autism. So if you want to say something to that parent, say, you're doing an amazing job and I can see the results in your child. Do not equate how good or bad they're doing to the fact that they have autism. Finally, he's just being bad. I heard that so much between 2 to maybe 6 years old. People would tell me that all the time. He's just being bad. You need to be more consistent. Are you kidding me? My son has autism. He doesn't understand what's happening. He's probably going through sensory overload right now. He's not just being bad. Most kids don't just be bad, whether they're autistic or not. Children act out for a reason, especially children with autism. So if you have a friend or you know somebody who has autism and you want to help out the parent by giving your advice, don't tell them they're just being bad or that they need to be more of a disciplinarian or more consistent. It's not going to help, and the child is not just being bad. There's a reason why they're acting out. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and even share it with somebody else that you think it could help. Spreading autism awareness is why we're here. People need to know these things.